this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast.
Dick.
After gunning down the Gilded Gunners,
You confronted the Gilded Gunners safecrackers who were trying to break their way into the back part of the Steaming Kingdom. After blowing open the first door, they managed to get into the other room here, which it looks like they thought was the vault.
They were wrong.
You killed one of them, and the last one was trying to run away. And Psyche here cast painful vibrations on it, and it blew up the pyronite charge on it, turning him into nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But Viscera.
the Steaming Kingdom has finally cooled off.
This bookshelf in the back moves forward, and you see emerging from it Miss Ramsley.
That's neat. I love a hidden bookshelf.
Well, looks like y'all weren't lying.
And Micah's angels can interrogate the stragglers.
Did you happen to catch any of them fools alive?
We got some weird magic things, so you might want to make sure they can't teleport or whatnot, and some Gilded Gunners.
I assume this is one of them, and she kicks the corpse.
The other is
Over there.
They're both motioning with their hands across the wall.
Yes. You won't find his body.
Get ready to play good cop, bad cop.
Please paint the walls with his brain.
Whoa, ho, 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 ho. You got any last words?
No. Bam!
Fair enough.
Now.
Jacob won't stop saying dick.
Dick.
Oh my God, he said
Tracy.
dick so many times.
Dick Tracy.
Jacob has said dick so many times.
I had to remember his name, and it's my thought process. I remembered the dick part because, obviously, I could not remember the last name. I was like, Dick Cheney? No. Dick, something else? No.
Dick
like a detective? Yes. Dick Tracy. So
You've
it was
said
the
it
process.
so many times that it doesn't sound like a word anymore.
Good.
One of these days, some enterprising listener is going to find all the times you say dick and count them up and make a supercut. Dick.
This episode, I wonder.
Or maybe just in this episode.
Okay, here's the thing.
Those are
Jacob
jokes.
doesn't really use dick.
No. That is the weird thing.
There's been a few times in the podcast where some of these come up. I was like, haha, penis.
Yes.
Because that's like the general
you say
joke.
penis.
Yeah, he does.
But like this is Dick Grayson was one of them. I was like, that's Robin, not
There's
what I'm looking
another
for.
dick.
There is another.
Another what?
Richard.
A D word.
What's the D word? Is it damn?
No.
Is it doofus?
No.
Come on, what is
It's
it?
Doofenshmirtz.
Evil Incorporated.
It's not
such a
delivery.
bop.
It's Doofenshmirtz.
Even Incorporated.
This all started because we were having a little bit of a discussion as I was getting set up today about
We're sorry to have discussions without you, audience.
it happens
Sorry
all
that
the
we're
time.
having discussions.
Discussions.
Why are you guys my friends?
Hope.
And we were talking about stuff I think in particular Chester was doing as a kid because he was on a farm and he was bored. And that
Had a
led
pet
to
rock.
a fun banter topic idea of what would your characters do as children? What were they like? What would they into? Like, what was their hobbies?
And since we already started with Chester a little bit, I guess I'll just go ahead.
Yeah.
Farm stuff.
I think we
Did
determined...
Chester have set chores on the farm?
He helped out with
And he
the
made
farm.
do.
He helped with the cows. He helped milk them. Did just general stuff. Looked after the animals. Whatever he was told to do, he did because farm stuff. It's an actual ranch more than a farm, but they call it the farm. But for actual funsies, he probably did have a couple pet rocks because
Yeah, that's what we were
That's
talking
just
about because Chester's
just a normal thing.
absolutely the type of person who'd have a pet rock.
whenever his ma went to Alkenstar, she'd bring back
A rock.
the equivalent of a dick. Dick. I almost got back into it because I was told for Dick Tracy comics, Detective Comics. So he always had a
His
little
Hardy Boys comic.
knack for stuff like that, or a Hardy Boys book, but
Chester's
the
a Nancy
Alkenstar
Drew boy.
equivalent. Listen, I read some Nancy Drew.
Nancy
good.
Drew is
Chester
good,
totally had a crush
and
on Nancy
they're all
Drew
good.
growing up.
despite some of the outdatedness, it was great that they had a female role model doing
Some
awesome
Nancy
things.
Drew, some Hardy Boys, some Boxcar Children. I read one singular Hank the Cow Dog. So
You
Chester
hater of
probably
Hank
did.
the Cow Dog,
I
you
did.
monster, you immoral beast.
You didn't like Hank the Cow Dog?
He
Jacob?
didn't like Hank the Cow Dog. He is not to be
At
trusted.
this point, I'd already found the genre that I really liked, and that was more sci-fi fantasy stuff. So by the time I got to Hank the Cow Dog, it was good. I see why people liked it. It just wasn't for me. I read Star Wars and Animorphs.
What is
and
wrong with you?
Goosebumps.
What is wrong
I've
with
never
you?
interacted with Hank the Cow Dog.
What is wrong with you?
It's
Wait, you have okay, but you see, this is the difference. You admit you've never. Jacob just doesn't like it.
That is the problem. Yeah.
I don't say it's bad. It wasn't for me. I liked Animorphs. I like Goosebumps.
The Hank the Cow Dog audiobooks were iconic for me.
I need to listen to one. Isn't
I feel like
I
pretty
didn't
sure
discover audio until I was older.
I'm pretty sure they were read by the author, so he did the voices correctly and everything. They were great. My dad read them to us as a kid.
Like, I'm sure they were great. I didn't say they was bad.
I feel bad
but
for
Chester
you.
probably read the equivalent of what I read. Well, no, he liked to read detective stuff. Me as a kid didn't read a lot of detective stuff, just some.
It's a good thing Chester didn't read Batman comics, or he'd be insufferable.
That's a fun idea, honestly. But no, it probably didn't get many of those. He got actual detective, quote unquote, actual detective
So
books.
Chester was a little farm nerd who read detective books.
Yeah.
But he didn't like Hank the Cow Dog because it was too unrealistic.
He never read Hank the Cow Dog. Because cow dogs don't exist. They got like weird
Are you
cow,
kidding me? In the Manoways,
cow
there
manoways.
probably are
No,
cow dogs.
they have Hank the Cow Dog, the cow Manoways mutant.
Dick.
Boom.
Dick.
How many legs does a dog get before it stops being a dog?
Ask Elden Ring.
6. Then it's an insect.
About 6.
About
Centaur
6.
insect.
What does Elden Ring players call something with 6 legs or more?
Bug or dog. I don't know. I don't know if there's an option for bug.
Horse.
I haven't played Elden Ring in a while. The DLC is not out yet.
As of now. This is already off the rails. So Chester liked comets, had a pet rock,
And just worked the farm.
and just did chores and got yelled at by Meemaw.
Training. He would train with the people on the farm a lot. That's how he learned how to shoot.
I see. Did he kill someone? You ever killed a man?
Probably not.
Yeah,
Honestly.
So he didn't kill anyone till the adventure?
Probably he may have got like some monsters.
Okay.
Like I imagine that his mom, before he went to Alkenstar, would have taken him a small distance into the Manoways to get him used to a little bit of action, and then he ended up going to the Alkenstar where the school is.
You see that, Chester? Them's his cat folk.
They ain't wanted here.
Speaking of,
You want a new hat?
Got my cat folk skin hat.
Drow, what was Psycheer like, you think, as a kid? A kitten.
Oh my god.
A little kitten,
A little
Psyche,
fuzzy kitten with all their limbs.
with the
and
baby
digits.
fur.
With all their limbs.
Well, if we're talking about like kitteny, they probably stumbled around on all fours with the little like straight up tail that's triangular. Mew, mew. Little
Shrivel
mouthless
yell.
tooth. Or mouthless toothless
tooth.
mouth. There we go.
Toothless small.
Oh, yeah, they grew up in the Manoways.
tooth
They've had
just
some work done.
Floating there in the sky, a mouthless tooth.
Toothless maw. Thank you, Matt Mercer. But, you know, in adolescence, they were probably gearing up, learning magic and stuff. You know, the rarity that they are.
Is gearing up a pun.
Oh! I was late there.
And being that they seem a little bit more traversy across it, because you probably can't stay in the Mana Waste in the same place for too long, I imagine that they wouldn't have like set up sort of sports or whatnot, or like chores. It was probably a lot of very rules light games. A lot of stuff based around like kickball, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dodgeball.
They have like a really good
Twang!
football, or for our American listeners, soccer league between the different clans.
Maybe, yeah.
Or no, they just play American football. That'd be even funnier.
America. It's called American football.
Yeah.
We don't know what an America is, but okay.
This is football.
Honestly, they probably didn't have a very exciting childhood filled with a lot of child things. It was probably more akin to what a lot of people would have had as a childhood back in the day.
Do they have a favorite color of yarn to play with?
Probably.
Oh, no, I bet that they totally played with yarn.
Probably.
I bet that that's a big childhood game.
Pounced on and ate many bugs.
Probably vomited many bugs too.
Just,
Yeah.
Sakir, what did you get into?
Sakir, stop eating grass.
How many legs are you going to throw up, Sakir?
But I'm curious. We haven't talked about this a lot, but so catfolk are nomadic, at least in Pathfinder.
Yeah.
And also they have weird, like, social structures because there's not like the nuclear family idea as much for catfolk, right? It's more
It's
like
the whole it takes a village type of deal.
yeah, it's very communal. Like you have your birth parents, but
And then
they're
you
not
have
always
the other parents that take care of you
right.
within the group. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah. So that's also an interesting detail of how Sakir was raised. Any other kind of things that you can think of?
Sakir was an eldest child, so they didn't have much of a childhood. Especially since they had magic that was utilized for healing from a not too old age.
Yeah.
They were probably thrust very quickly into a healer role.
Understood. They didn't read comics. They're too cool for that. How old do you think they were when they got their first clockwork bit?
So Sakir right now is probably in their mid to late 30s.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that it's been around a decade since they were exiled. So around that time, too. They've also had the opportunity to get sort of established into the Church of Bry and enough time to go a little bit nutty.
Just a smidge.
Just a little bit.
Hazelnut.
And
Macadamia.
and it's old enough that, and they're old enough that they're, expecting their kids to be old enough to write.
Are we saying Sakir has children?
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
I knew this.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I mean, you've said this before, but it just...
Yeah, I straight up don't remember this.
No, I know.
You don't remember anything, Jacob.
I know. That's why it's not surprising to me.
It just doesn't seem like something Sakir would do. It doesn't
come up a lot.
Sakir mentions this
Yes.
a lot.
Yes,
Really?
yes, I've heard it and all. It just doesn't seem to suit my mental image. Sakir is a father.
Well, Sakir's a parent. 2 of them. No litters, just 2 kids.
Oh.
Huh.
Probably around whenever they were like 22-ish.
Huh.
Maybe like
Man.
20 and 22.
Can you imagine how much litter a human-sized cat would go through?
That's why they live in the desert.
It's just a giant litter box.
Live in your litter box.
Could you imagine
Do I live in
size
toilet or is the toilet my home? I
of
scream
those-
for I do not know.
skid marks on the carpet?
That was
I'm
too
pretty
close
sure
to home for
that
them.
gets trained out of them at a young age.
You'd think.
Our cat leaves
Oh, loaf.
horrible skid marks. and
Everywhere.
He's very
Speaking
old.
of skid marks.
Speaking of skid marks, Eleanor.
Wait, why? This is not the transition I want.
Speaking of skid marks, it's actually Eleanor, thank you.
Eleanor?
Yeah, Kat wanted to talk about Al.
Oh, I thought you said Al, like O-W-L, Eleanor.
A-L.
We need to have Eleanor take a level or 2 in Druid and become wild-shaped. We get Eleanor. Then we
Eleanor.
get Tigernor.
We could also have her turn into a tiefling, be Helenor.
Anyway, what do you think,
Make her
Eleanor?
an undead. Skelenor.
You stop this.
Could turn it into an orc. It should be orc.
I actually
Wow.
did, when I created Eleanor, come up with like her backstory and actually mentioned some of what she did in her childhood. We have the whole, yes, she did gymnastics.
Is this how she got circus lore?
The circus lore she doesn't actually have. But because her mom was a red light district dancer, Eleanor actually did some dance, just not erotic dance.
Could have been
She
erotic
was-
dance. Could have
she
been
was
that's how
the,
she met Al.
No, they met because Al went by their place and saw her and thought she was amazing. But
In her erotic dances.
Wait, are you saying Al went by their place and saw her mom?
No.
Ellie's mom has got it going on.
Eleanor's mom has a name, by the way.
Well, you never fucking
Actually
told
named
us.
them. Her mom's name is Lillian.
Eleanor's
or was
mom.
Lillian.
Is that her
Eleanor's mom.
stage name?
She fucking dead. And then there's
No, her
Lily.
mom is dead.
She's dead.
DK. Eleanor's mom is dead.
But yeah, no, Eleanor was like, if she lived in modern times, she would have been that kid who had this big schedule with like, here's gymnastics, here's dance, you have to study. She had ventured because she was tired of all of that, wanted to
The fancy
experience
life.
something else. Still enjoys the skills of dancing and gymnastics and the like, but got like, that tight, wound up kid decides to experience something.
She was one of them real busy, high productive kids that you never get to hang out with
Yep.
and have no friends.
Yep. She does, however, keep in touch with her old adventuring party.
Oh, that's
Aw.
fun.
Up until now.
What about
Yeah, now not.
what about Ash Pile Al? What did he do when he was a kid?
Child Al was a fan of playing hide and seek, which is how he got good at being a rogue. Trained in locksmithing with his locksmithing father and did not have a great relationship with his mom.
Wow, I love hide and seek. I'm going to make a career out of this.
Ash Pile Al.
Jacob's been staring at me for
Good
the
old
past
Ash
minute.
Pile Al.
I had to get that out.
So he liked playing hide and seek and being sneaky.
Yep, that's
Hide
where
and
he gets.
sneak.
Yeah, that's where he gets the. Well, he got. Ouch. That's where
Well,
he
he's
got
really good
his
at hiding
knack
now.
for it from. And like I said, trained with his dad in locksmithing, had big dreams of taking over the place. And
Did he take apart locks as a kid?
Hide and
yeah,
seek is
he took
fun.
apart stuff.
I loved hide and seek.
Hide and seek's a great game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what Al would have been good at as a kid? It's when you do those big like youth events or whatever where you play capture the flag at night.
Oh yeah. Oh man, nighttime capture the
Oh,
flag
you
is
mean
the best.
the way to break a bone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not if you're careful.
Yeah.
But Al would have been very
How many
good
fucking teenage
at that
boys do you
stuff.
know that are careful?
None.
I didn't want to break anything.
I happen to
so
know
I
a lot
paced
of them,
myself.
and they're not.
You just got to wear cleats at night. Everything will be fine.
Oh yeah.
Everything will be
You'll
fine.
be fine. The kid that you step on?
Well, that's their fault for lying
sounds like
down.
a them problem.
They knew the risks.
Maybe it's a good thing I was homeschooled. You guys are fucking terrifying.
I was homeschooled too. I still wear cleats.
Okay, girl. Okay.
Don't even get me started, okay? Everybody hated on me because I was the only public school kid. It's like, thanks for telling me that I went to the scum of
Let's
the
get
earth.
back to capture the flag.
Was Al homeschooled?
I'm pretty sure.
Do they have school in
Does
Alkenstar?
Alkenstar have public education, or is it always by parents?
Yeah, it's
I
in
mean,
the-
you went to school. They've got a college. They've probably got a fucking
I'm so-
elementary.
there's a college is a bit different than like a school for all people, for all children. I mean,
I don't know,
like-
man. I feel like
because there's always there's a lot of like universities or academies, but like
No,
a
there's
public
schools.
education is what I'm curious about.
Okay.
Public?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know
Then
about
what-
public primary education.
What
Okay.
would your character's attitude of like school and education be like?
What?
Chester probably just ate it up and was like,
Oh, yeah,
no,
Chester's-
a
yeah.
student,
His
honor
mom
roll,
was like
perfect attendance.
Well, he didn't go to school as a kid. His mom taught him.
But he had perfect
'Cause he was
attendance in
on the
homeschool.
ranch. Well,
He was the homeschool honor
Yeah.
roll.
So like, yeah, Chester's literally homeschooled like any ranch kid would have been at that point. But his mom was also so smart that like she was able to teach him a lot of stuff. But then he went to the academy and then he got kicked out.
because of Muglin.
So the real issue he hates Mugland is Chester is a lifelong educationist learner, and Muglin ruined that for him.
I know, it just
he
besmirched
tarnished his
Chester's
report
name.
card.
He did his name dirty. So he's like, I got to put this right.
Did he put it on your permanent record?
He got one of his golden stars taken away.
Got kicked out.
It's also his first chance to have a big investigation.
Yeah. Like Chester couldn't care less about the school itself at this point. He lost his friends and it feels like he's let his mom down because he got kicked out of the academy.
Lol.
And he's also besmirched the Williams name by being kicked out of the academy because they think he did something horrible.
So then what was Sakir's schooling experience like?
Did you ever go to school, Sakir?
Let me just pull up Psyche's sheet real quick.
Do you know how to read?
Yeah. That's like, that would be a thing that
Psyche
would
knows
need
how
to
to
be known.
read.
Yay. Do you know how to do maths?
That would be even more important.
Let's see. So 10 is like a standard person, right?
Yeah, average.
Yeah. They never had aspirations to go to college. Probably because that wouldn't have done them much good where they were.
They were going to go to Bible college.
Get married.
Bible college.
Come on, that was great.
I laughed.
That was a good one.
I think
Shroud died a little bit.
I think that Eleanor would have been like the in every club student.
Yeah.
And Al would have been the kid who manages to get C's but spends all his time in a shop class.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
Psychier did the thing where they became adept at one thing because they had a mentor.
Trade school.
Kind of.
The equivalent. Apprenticeship.
Psychier knows how to weld?
Back whenever Psychier was just Psychier Paw, they had a mentor who was a medicine cat.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, and fun story, Eleanor's name is not actually Eleanor. That's just what she goes by. Her actual name is Eleanoreth.
Oh, I thought it was Eglinor.
She just
Eleanor.
picked up going by Eleanor.
Is Eleanor her stage name?
No, she's not that type of dancer.
Centuries before the Starstone was raised, the Wizard Kings next in cab warred with one another, scarring the land between them
Over
into a
Eleanor.
devastated, unstable magic wasteland.
I mean, she is pretty.
From the glowing ashes of the Mana Waste arose Alkenstar, the city of
Elmo's mom
Smog,
has
a
got it
metropolis of
going on.
airships, skyscrapers, factories, and clockwork wonders. To the world, Alkenstar is the pinnacle
She's
of
a
innovation and
Actually,
determination
her
in the
dad
face
was hecking drunk when they got together.
of insurmountable odds.
Disgusting. And I hate her father.
On its streets, life in Alkenstar is a non-stop race to stay ahead of the competition. And it is here that a desperate group, hungry for revenge, living on the edge of the law, hunts for the ones who cast them out.
How upset would Eleanor be if we went after her dad after this?
They are the Outlaws of Alkenstar.
Okay, I'm being quiet enough that I can cut myself out.
I don't know. She seems to not have the greatest relationship with her dad. He didn't really approve of her and Al either. But he cared enough about her to go to the funeral.
Yeah, and then he told her that she's throwing her life away.
Well, when we last left our brave band of adventurers, you were in the Steaming Kingdom, a steaming mess. Because two different charges of pyronite have gone off. You confronted the Gilded Gunners safecrackers who were trying to break their way into the back part of the Steaming Kingdom. Chester finally got his wish of lighting a cigar.
And staring at an explosion.
It blew
Oh
off
my God.
the front of his chaps.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
he couldn't enjoy it because he thought he was going to die, but he actually was out of range.
You were in range of the second one.
Yeah, but by then I knew it wasn't as big a
Congratulations on
deal as
getting
I thought.
blown up.
Yeah, and then after blowing up in the first door, they managed to get into the other room here, which it looks like they thought was the vault.
They were wrong. Maybe.
I think the clockwork door warden got beat by Eleanor, and then the last you killed one of them, and the last one was trying to run away. And Psyche here cast painful vibrations on it, and it blew up the
It blew up.
pyronite charge on it, turning him into nothing. Absolutely nothing.
But Viscera.
And then Chester's back chaps got blown off by the other explosion.
He's got assless and dickless chaps.
Why do you guys continue?
Chester's
Come
clothing
on,
is...
y'all.
He's just
listen.
the outline of a character.
Chester's wearing magic clothes. He's good, man.
All right, do you want to go on like the hit points of these magic clothes?
They're magic. They can be repaired. You can't break it forever.
Don't be
Okay.
obtuse.
I'll be a cutie.
But it looks like that is the last of this threat to the Steaming Kingdom, because you wiped out the Gilded Gunner assault force at the front door. And when you found the shenanigans these guys were up to, you quickly put an end to it.
Yeah.
The shenanigans.
So you, I think, are now out of combat. That combat took like 8 or 9 rounds.
Are you grievously wounded?
I'm grievously wounded.
I'm just
Sack
over
here.
half health.
I'm below half health. Don't compare. He's hurt.
I'm actually pretty okay. So you need void healing.
No, I just need treat wounds.
Okay. I will
I need
go.
60. I need over 60 hit points.
In this house, we say negative healing.
I will go and I will see who else I can heal out there. I can do up to 4, so that'll be me, quotations or whatever, parenthesis, psych here. That'll be Chester, that'll be Eleanor, and
Chester's
then a person there.
not going out into the lobby yet.
Why?
Because we need to make sure things are good back here. There were enemies were back here. They got inside that room. So we'll at least go look in there. If we leave, things can change before we look at them. It takes 10 minutes to heal.
You know, you're right, yeah. Okay. I will do a medicine check as soon as I can click on the right thing. Here we go. And a plus 17. And it's a 10, 27. Yeah,
baby.
So that's 2d8 plus 10.
Yes, 2d8 plus 10.
Yes.
Oh my god, max healing.
26 to everyone, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful.
That almost got me up to full.
I remember when you guys had to heal Usuvu.
I only need 40 more.
Wow, girl, wow.
Chester was
I'm in the 80s.
He got exploded.
He got punched by the robot a good number of times.
Do we want to try this again then?
Yes, please.
Did he have like trauma
here we
flashbacks
go.
to his friend dying from that?
Oh,
No.
34. That's a critical.
That's a critical. That's
different robot.
48 plus 10.
Hot dog. Hotted dog.
Warm
Evil.
dogs.
Warm dogs.
Now, is this a single heal or an everyone heal?
This is an everyone heal.
Yep. Oh, geez.
That's
An 8,
Oh.
a 6, a 4, and a 5.
That's beautiful.
So 33.
33 to everyone. I think that takes Eleanor up to full.
I'm at 91
yeah.
of 96, so I'm good.
I'm full.
And looks like
I'm
Psyche is
full
also
too.
full.
Yeah.
So once we're done healing, because Chester's been looking around while being healed, but he can't do anything active.
Yeah.
He's gonna you walk into the room and be like, "What is the name of the lady in charge of this place?"
Mrs. Ramsley.
Miss Ramsley.
Well,
Is she
you
dead?
say that. I was about to interject
Oh,
that at
okay.
some point in time during this whole exchange, you see this bookshelf in the back corner of the. So you're in the for the
Oh,
audience.
she's got like a safe room.
Oh, that's sick.
There's like this fancy room that we talked about last time where the combat happened, and
The first room to get blown open.
yeah, and then they blew open a door
Oh,
into this office area, which is where everyone's healing right now. It looks like, but at some point in time, this like bookshelf in the back moves forward, and you see emerging from it Miss Ramsley.
That's neat. I love a hidden bookshelf.
Well, looks like y'all weren't lying. Boy, they caused some sort of ruckus. Did you happen to catch any of them fools alive?
I made sure to. We got some weird magic things, so you might want to make sure they can't teleport or whatnot, because they can teleport and whatnot. And then we also got like some the Gilded Gunner people. We didn't
Say what now?
Most of them were summarily
You said a lot of
executed.
words, Pale Man.
Some of them's like weird undead genie things, I think. I actually can't remember what they are. Are they undead?
A gash.
A gash.
They're divs.
They're divs. We got some divs.
Gash div.
They could teleport, but they're unconscious, so watch out for that. And some Gilded Gunners.
Neither of the demolition experts were left alive.
I assume
Oh,
this is one of them, and she kicks the corpse of
The other is
Over there.
They're both motioning
Yeah.
with their hands like
to
across
like
the wall.
A spray. Yes.
You won't find his body.
So he blew up in the storage room in between the kitchen
The food!
and this area.
All contaminated.
And
oh
you
god.
see there's like a black scorch mark. The walls are torn up and like part of it's blown through, and like everything is just in pieces, and there's no food left
You got a little bit of gale on you.
except for one fruitcake.
Oh, that's a shame.
There's
Gale?
actually two.
It's from Lost. It's a
okay.
joke.
Okay.
It's not.
I didn't know if you were making a Baldur's Gate 3 joke.
No, apparently that I saw that, but it also I got his name wrong anyway. So
Oh, wow.
joke bad.
But yeah, between the food paste, you can't really tell what is just mess and what is remnants of this
I
rat.
can't tell what's food rat and what was character rat.
You do find a shoe.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Is there anything in there?
No,
Okay.
the shoe is split in half.
Oh,
So we find a half of a shoe and then another half of a shoe.
Yeah. You also see, I've revealed them on the thing here, two clockwork disposers that are pretty messed up. It looks like they're still in idle mode.
and where?
Here, I'll move
boy.
your characters over here.
Okay.
You come in here and you see two of these
Oh.
clockwork disposers. These are like clockwork janitor kind of things. And one of them is like scraping goo off the floor.
Oh my.
Oh, he tried.
They look like they have a time of it.
Oh, they're having the time of their lives.
And part of the wall to the kitchen is also
Sweep
blown
Up
out.
would love this.
Boy, it is like a sweep up a whole person.
Oh!
I mean, let's just say, audience, that rat was going to die without critically failing. And then he did.
He did. So is your stuff all safe, Miss Ramsey? I didn't get any further into this, right?
No, I heard them blow something up, and I'm guessing it's this door into the office here.
Looks at the cracked and cratered doorway. Yeah, I'd guess that.
Looks like they also got Johnston, my warden, here.
The robot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they killed it.
No, they hacked it. We killed it.
Oh, I see. That would explain some of the gears. I thought that was just part of the explosion. But that's it? That's all of them?
As far as we
It
could tell.
appears.
Well, I'll give them credit. They got a little further than I thought they would. And then she goes out into the main room and starts checking on the
Guess we'll follow.
guards.
Yes.
I don't think any guards died. None of the
No.
Hooters guards died.
No, the ones in the kitchen
Oh, yeah.
did.
Yeah, because you
That's
stopped
right.
rolling for them.
I did.
Yeah.
I know, which for understandable reasons, but like if you had to roll for them, I think we could have saved everybody.
I was going to say that at the top of something, but the book says one thing about this encounter, and then the Foundry map says another. I got the vibe that I was favoring you guys a lot by actually rolling every single garden here when I could have just followed the kind of loose script of events in the book. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, 2 of them are dead in here, I think, and then everyone that I actually rolled for lived.
The chest will say, that thing over there is normal for their kind, but they can teleport short distances. They'll point at the one that doesn't have an eyeball for a face. They'll be like, I don't know much about that one, but like he can also teleport. I don't know where he came from. And also, hey, Sakir, whatever happened to that cat guy you went back to the baths with? Is he
This is
dead?
going against the canon.
What?
You figured out that it was him in like
Oh, did I?
2 sessions ago. Yes.
I figured out that they were okay. I couldn't remember
Yes.
if I did. Never mind. And then there's also the Gilded Gunner on the floor. I don't know which one, but we took at least one of those alive, maybe 2.
I'm pretty sure we did keep one of the Gilded Gunners alive.
Or did we kill the barkeep, or did we keep him alive?
My
You know
map
what?
says the
You'll know
barkeep
this.
is unconscious.
Okay.
You would think that Miss Ramsey would want to know that her barkeep was complicit.
yeah, that motherfucker.
Entirely unintentional. It's a good thing Chester took that whip a while back.
The bartender for sure is unconscious.
Uh-huh.
I think you actually did knock out because of the whip. One of the Agashas.
Oh, I know for a fact we got the Agashi and the special Agashi, or whatever he is.
The div, yeah.
I couldn't remember if we'd also gotten a basic Gilded Gunner.
Don't know if you did.
I think that one of the ones by the door.
I was about to say for narrative purposes, I just had them die when they hit
Oh,
zero.
yeah, fair. Yeah.
So,
yeah,
like,
of course.
you could have one of them as well. So, whenever you get back into the main room, you see that one of the Hooters guards has the bartender, like, disarmed and, like,
Oh,
stabilized
she stomped on
enough.
his arms too?
Yes.
Good. You'll never bartend in this or any other town.
Didn't we cut off somebody's fingers or something?
Sakir mashed the special div's fingers
Okay.
into
Yes.
pulp.
Yes.
We should also
Yes,
stuff a
they
sock
did.
in his mouth.
I love that stupid bit from Support Your Local Gunfighter. I'm sorry. I know in this instance it's serious, but like that's all I can think of. And it makes me laugh every time. Yeah, but his fingers is busted.
Yes.
Um,
Sakir basically said, you want to be able to cast spells again? You're going to have to be forgiven.
oof.
As in the mechanical way.
But mechanical as in gears, not the rules
Yes.
of 2E.
Mechanical as in Bry.
I would like to take the forgiveness downtime activity.
Okay, wit.
That is my wit voice. You got me. You see this dude on the floor, and then you also see one of the gunners, like, still breathing. What do you do?
No.
Unconscious.
You're prisoners, ma'am.
Can I bring these guys back to consciousness?
Maybe tie him up first. No, they were already
I
tying
mean,
him
yeah.
up. That's right.
You could use your treat wounds, or you could magic if you
Let
wanted.
me see what spells I have left.
Just use 3 wounds.
The thing is, if I do like a heal in an area, I could get all the patrons too.
I don't think the patrons got hurt.
Oh, there's no direction.
Some of them did, just from like the damage to the building. When
okay.
Like you see when the pyronite went off, it damaged like the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
And
thinking
also,
the fight.
there's like ricochets and all sorts of people like a lot of times when stuff like this happens, people get hurt running
They
away.
panic.
It's just a bullet wound.
Okay. So
Tis
yes,
only a flesh
I will
wound.
actually use a first level heal.
Okay.
The 3-action one for the 30-foot burst. I am going to call together the flock,
Okay.
cast that, and then heal. Roll healing. Oh, a d8, and I rolled 8.
Nice.
And you did this at
Ooh.
first level? Mm-hmm. Okay. 8 points of healing. I mean, mechanically, that's enough to get both the bartender and the assassin up and not unconscious anymore.
They may be up, but they are also tied up.
They are tied up. The divs also wake up. Ah! Stares at one hand. Ah! Stares at the other.
The loss of your limbs is nothing compared to what you did to me.
You sounded in my head right then and there like GLaDOS.
You will learn to get past
Just
the
what-
loss of your limbs.
Just without the mechanics.
We
Mechanical.
both said things that you're going to regret.
We both did.
Your
things
cadence
you're
matched
gonna
GLaDOS to me in that moment. It was glorious.
What do you want to? Who do you want to talk to first, and what do you want to do?
Chester's curious about the divs because the Gilded Gunners.
I can help with intimidation by putting my sword cane by their
Gilded
throat.
Gunners, I get, understand. I don't understand the divs.
I actually have intimidated.
Chester wants to talk to the divs, whether he has to do it by himself or with Psycheer's help because of talking skills.
I will talk with the divs.
Chester can assist, but
Can I assist by putting my sword in their throat and threatening
Oh, no,
that
Yes,
way
into
with
their
intimidate? Can I roll?
throats.
Well, at their throat. I said
Oh.
at. I have intimidate.
Yes, you can roll intimidate.
I want to do
Yes.
diplomacy, though.
well, you can do diplomacy. Eleanor can intimidate.
Okay.
You can do diplomacy.
I don't have good diplomacy.
I don't have good intimidate.
It's bad cop.
I'm
cult
bad cop.
Cult cop.
Cult cop.
Yeah.
Hey,
is
kids,
Chester?
do you want some gears?
Detective.
Hey, kids, you want to see a dead body?
17. I didn't roll very good.
Okay, 17.
I rolled a 4.
And then Chester.
I guess I'll assist Psycheer on diplomacy. Oh, wow. That did really good. That's an 18 on the die plus stuff.
Awesome.
It's 28.
20.
10 on the die for 24.
Also, this will be, if you critical on an aid, does that mean anything?
What do you have to get to aid?
15?
If that's the case, I actually succeeded.
Originally it was 20, but with the remaster it is now 15. Okay, so you get a +2 from me because I criticaled on an aid with a over 25.
Oh.
That is, if you're accepting the remaster rules where it's 15 instead of 20.
For what?
Aid.
Is aid a fixed DC? Because usually I remember
No,
in
aid
the Game
is a-
Master guide, it was like you set the DC as
Aid
the GM.
is a fixed DC unless the DM chooses to. Going from the core rulebook, which I know I just talked about the remaster, the typical DC is 20, but the GM might adjust this for particularly hard or easy tasks. If I remember correctly, for the new book, the typical they brought the DC down to 15.
And then Eleanor got what in total?
A 17.
So Psyche, you get +3 to your roll, which brings it to what?
27.
27. I'll say that's enough. I'm going to treat this as using the request action.
Okay.
What that is basically is you can make a request. This is from the core rulebook. Long live the core rulebook. You can make a request of a creature that's friendly or helpful to you. Blah, 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 blah.
This bitch is, chances are, not friendly or helpful to us.
Probably just choosing the closest.
Yeah, but I'm
thing
going to
you can.
modify it because there's nothing really for I'm talking to someone who hates me and I need him to give me information. And basically, I'm going to pick it like that. So it gives me some guidelines on how I can pick the DC and on what the degrees of success for that DC mean. And also traits for it, of course, but still. So I'm going to say that's a success. And what that means for you is he's going to give you some information, but what are you asking him? And who's leading this? It's Psyche here, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm not talking. I'm just holding the sword at their neck.
Okay.
What do we want to know? Like, why are you working with the Gilded Gunners?
Are they working with the Gilded Gunners, and why are they working with the Gilded Gunners? Because we're assuming they
What was their plan?
Yeah.
And do these guys also know Shoma?
So, like, how can we
That
sum this
snake.
up? Why are you here?
Basically.
Okay. What do you want?
And you could see what their next plans were. Were they successful?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you here? What do you want? What was going to happen next?
I like that.
Okay.
Let's get some future ideas going.
It'll come up as we talk.
What do you say?
Let's not beat around the bush, shall we? Why do this? Why are you here?
Muglin sent us as insurance. Soften up this target before his main force hit it.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about what we thought.
Yeah. Why work with Mugland?
Yeah.
He pays well, mostly.
Why do you need money?
So you weren't forced to do this?
We made a deal.
Oh, what did you get out of it?
Some coin, some access to the city.
Oh.
Kind of access.
Why do you need access?
I'm a vampire. I gotta be invited to places.
You ain't a vampire. I know vampires.
Mr. Williams?
Chester, it's me. Takes off a rubber mask.
Daddy!
Oh my
Points
god.
at gun
I
at
almost
Ramsley.
fucked
All
your
right, we got a
dad.
problem now.
Oh my
That'd be a
god,
fun-
Chester, I almost fucked your father. I was almost your step meow.
Jacob's having an identity crisis. That would be a very fun Pirates of the Caribbean, like, point pistols at everyone twist. Jacob, are you okay?
Daddy?
Jacob just had a crisis there at the mic.
But yeah, like,
It just, he's high. Yeah, all you can get out of him is that Muglin hired him.
What were you gonna do after this?
Was gonna go see an elf in the red light district.
she's dead.
Eleanor takes offense to that.
Eleanor's mom is dead. You can't do that.
Also, she was the human. Her daddy's the
Listen,
elf.
when you're
Oh, that's true.
Truth.
when you're an interplanar being, time is weird.
Do you know the name Shoma?
Who?
All right.
All right.
Shoma was useless, and I am still salty that I had outdie to him.
Out of curiosity, you ain't from this plane, is you?
No.
How'd you get here? Did
were you
Muglin summon
summoned?
you, or were you here and then he hired you?
I was brought
Is this
here
outside of the
by
scope of the
Joe's
adventure?
summoning house.
Oh, that's about what I thought. All right.
I see. The telltale sign that we have gone off the
I don't
off the
fucking know.
beaten path.
What were you after?
I fell out of the sky in a mana storm.
Actually, that would be right on track.
Not this again.
What?
Did it hurt?
Did it hurt when you fell from the mana waste?
That's an episode title right there.
Oh boy.
What was the other thing you had to ask?
What were they after specifically?
We were supposed to soften the place up before the main force came in.
Wait.
Caused chaos.
That means there's still a main force coming.
No, we fought the main force after they came. Remember,
Oh,
never
first the
mind.
divs came, then the gunners came, then we fought invisible people and robot.
Is that everything?
The DM said that was everything.
Yeah, that's everything.
Okay.
I thought there was more.
I feel like affirming it with this guy.
Yeah, or honestly, we probably need to affirm it with the Gilded Gunners.
Because if there was more, I was about to go get by the door.
Yeah.
I ain't got no more questions for him.
What about Ramsley?
We're not. Oh, I mean, Ramsley can have them when she wants them.
Yeah.
We're integrating
Wow.
right now.
Wow, girl. Wow.
And you said I couldn't word today.
I can never word. You usually
Oh
can.
boy.
Fun fact, Ramsley just walks over and two caps him.
Wow, she is badass, and I love
ask,
her.
Are y'all done with him?
I'm done.
Do I see the gun?
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious what's about to happen. Sorry, I'll back up.
I'd actually like to keep him.
What
You
about
can have that one. Points
Big
to the
ass?
eyeball one.
Yes.
bam, bam, bam?
Man, I was hoping we get paid because we took prisoners. Chester's mumbling to himself, and I was going, hoping we get paid. I said, go talk to the Gilded Gunners, I guess.
You shut up.
What did Ramsley think of knowing her bartender was complicit?
We haven't got there yet.
Let's go talk to the bartender.
I want
and
drama.
Yeah.
one of the Gilded Gunners. I'm gonna go up to the
to be
bartender.
fair,
You're supposed to trust your bartender.
Real quick on the
Yeah.
note of being paid, there is like,
Jacob got excited.
I need money, okay? You need money to get stuff.
You know, I think you live out your greed and your hidden greed in the real world in your characters.
I need money to buy weapons for my Chester.
there is items on the Gilded Gunners that you haven't looted.
Oh, yes, I would love
Oh,
to loot
cool.
everybody.
We'll do that after
Can we
this
kill the
interview.
patrons too?
Stop this.
We wouldn't do that.
I mean,
that would be bad.
You know,
We're not
knock
evil.
on wood.
Do you want a drunkard's outfit or a pewter mug?
Computer mud?
One copper.
It makes me feel like I'm in Skyrim. Like,
Please.
please stop with the plates and
You
mugs.
know what? Maybe we weren't lucky that Derek helped us so much with those guards, because if all those guards were dead,
Stop.
and then Ramsley also happened to
monster!
I didn't say us kill them, and then Ramsley also happened to die in that fight, we could
Would
have
we
raided
inherit
the
it?
vault. I mean, if nobody saw us, we could inherit it. No witnesses.
You are a monster. Anyway, I'm going to talk to
This
the barkeep.
man, nickel and dimes me, the GM in this game, and has the gall in the Ilmer Spire game to be like, oh, by the way, you gotta pay taxes.
Like, I play my tabletop RPGs to get away from the real world. Then you bring in taxes into my tabletop RPG.
Okay, dial it back in. Dial it back in. I'm going to go talk to the barkeep.
Yeah.
Can I same song and dance? Intimidate?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
the same song and dance. After
Oh, heck yes.
dancing. Chester aids regular. You get a +1 from Chester.
That is a 32. I got a 19.
That's a critical aid.
I am
So +2
Fear
and then
incarnate.
+1. So
I go
another plus-
Batman.
Do they stack? I don't know if they would stack because they're the same bonus. Just throwing that out there.
Either way, it's
Yeah.
either a
I'm
32 or
gonna
a 33.
say Probably not, but
Okay,
whatever.
then 32 it is.
Okay. So what do you say to the barkeep, Sakir?
Did she not pay you well enough?
Not as much as the Gunners did.
So how'd that work out for you?
Just at that moment you hear like just like clicking noise, and you see like Vivel Ramsley's got like a cigarette in her mouth,
Vivel.
Her name is Vivel?
and she's
good
just
name.
like loading up her pistol
That's
again.
an
Val
additional
Ramsley.
+2 to the aid.
Yeah, that should be a plus to the aid.
I'd speak fast if I were you.
You done yet?
Not yet.
Her name is awesome.
The Gunners brought me on to help cause chaos. I was gonna get big payday out of this.
How did the Gunners contact you?
One of them came up to the bar a while back and tried to loop me in on something, and I was gonna escape with them if it weren't for all these sexy Hooters guards.
Cuter.
Hooter.
Meddling cat,
And
too.
you meddling cat. And
Metal
your
cat.
Damn metal paws.
I helped. I knocked you out.
I just pressed the sword slightly closer because they insulted Sakir.
What were you after specifically? Or I suppose they.
I don't know. They just wanted me to jump in on the fray and catch these guards off guard.
Off guard.
Flat-footed, if you will.
All right. Please paint the walls with his brain.
Whoa, ho, 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 ho. You got any last words?
No. Bam!
Fair enough.
All right, I'm going to go up to the Gilded Gunner.
Okay.
Second verse. Same as
Third
the
verse,
first.
same as the first.
That's what I meant.
I aid.
Let me see.
+1.
It's over here, Sakir.
I'm going to go talk to this
I
patron, I
ate.
guess.
That was a 22.
How much does
30.
the lady like help with aiding by shooting the other people?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
She comes over and again watches you guys.
It's a good thing we're not good guys.
Oh, we also need to find out where
it is.
smuggling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll know this. Oh yeah.
Oh, I need to mark this barkeep as dead. And what did you get again, Kat?
22.
22 and Jenny.
I got a 22 as well. Chester will aid by coming over. He'll lean behind the bar before he walks over here, and he'll get a mug and fill it with some ale, walk over to the table, put it in front of the gunner, and be like, hey, you want something to drink? You look like you had a rough day.
Ms. Ramsley critically succeeded on an aid with a 27. So
That's
what
a
was your
30.
Click.
30 or 31?
I mean, if it doesn't stack, then it's 30.
Okay, it's with +2?
Oh, then it's 31.
Yeah, okay. So what did you say to him again?
And then there was one. How are you doing tonight?
Grievously wounded.
Hey,
What?
That's copyrighted.
What? Bam!
doesn't matter. Here, have a drink.
Gets blood in the drink.
So,
Did she spit in it?
No, just got
Oh,
blood all
okay.
over their mouth.
where's Mugland?
Muglin's back. At the safe house. You'll never find him.
Well, where's the safe house?
Yeah.
I'll never tell.
Chester pours the ale on her wound if she won't drink it. It's because alcohol hurts.
Yeah, it stings.
Well, let's do a little fun thing here. Ms. Ramsley waves her fingers and casts a spell.
Ooh. Does she have to roll the thing?
A spell?
A spell. Here, I'm gonna cast it.
Ooh.
Charm.
And then this
To the
person's gonna
target,
have to make a will save.
Your words are honey and your visage seems bathed in a dreamy haze.
I saved exactly. Holy shit.
Oh
Aw.
my god.
I wanted to see this totally awesome
This
person succeed.
Is a situation where the clockwork spy may have come in helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Could have had the spy follow her back if we had had her escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have. You still have one, right?
The
Yeah, I feel
Spjorb?
like you have the Spjorb.
Speward.
Is it no, I don't believe. I think we sold it because we couldn't
Use it.
think of something to use it with. Unless the ventriloquist ring is it, but I don't think so.
No.
I don't think it's it, no.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't look like Charm's gonna work. Unfortunately, but you know what I have?
Fists,
Knives.
guns,
Sword cane.
a cigar.
Fun fact. So it made the save, but only just. So it doesn't know that a spell was cast.
Ah.
Does it have the same thing that I have?
Doubtful.
No. They only got a regular success, but Miss Vivelle will ask again, more stern-like, because she has a couple of these.
What if we said please?
And that time, when you say please, Miss Ramsley, she charms this gunner, and it hits, and the gunner takes a sip of its blood-soaked beer.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh, well, where our safe house is over in Smokeside. It's down on 1st Street by 52nd Street. I don't know. I'm making up road names in Alkenstar. There's a little smithy out there. It's got a nice little yard. And underneath it is a hidden hideout. It looks as plain as can be. But underground, that's where Mugland and Miss Sharkosa are. You guys are great. Can you stop my bleeding?
Well, you've already been healed, so your bleeding should stop already.
Oh, that's nice.
'Cause, you know-
You guys are nice.
You're nice too. I like
Does
you.
Vivelle just shoot him right after he says
Do
that?
you like board games?
She-
Would you like to play Mousetrap?
Miss Ramsey looks at all of you. Anything else?
What were you after specifically? Just money or?
Well, Muglin wanted us to come into here and raid this vault and get all the loot and pay back at Miss Ramsley. No offense, but he doesn't like you very much, and he wanted to make out like a bandit with your gold and pay back his debt to Miss Sharkosa. He's in a bad way right now, and he also wanted to test out that pyronite stuff.
How much is Muglin's debt?
Oh, a couple hundred gold, many hundreds of gold actually.
Muglin.
how'd
Does
he get in
Muglin
debt?
have a gun?
A gun?
A gun.
Yeah, everyone's got guns.
But does he have a gun on him? Is he armed in y'all's hideout?
Probably.
Now look at me, and I need you to look at me very closely when I ask you this, and I'm being 100% serious, and I need a solid answer. Does Muglin have a
mech
robotic suit?
A what?
A mech suit?
A mech suit?
Does he have a giant metal robot that he can get inside of and control?
Well, he has a nice little blue, suit thing, and it's got some gears on it, but I don't think it's like a robot suit.
Okay. All right, you're my friend, right?
Yeah.
I can trust you.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I got
Are you all right?
way too focused there. But Al, is there anything else we need?
Do you think Miss Sharkosa would be up to make a deal? Since Muglin's obviously not going to be able to pay back.
Oh, she's not too fond of him. I'm sure if you ask her nicely and you bring some gold, Miss Sharkosa loves gold. You could probably argue to get Muglin all to yourselves if you wanted him. He's a real piece of work.
How much would some be?
I don't know. Just a lot of gold. Hundreds of gold.
Hundreds. We actually have quite a bit of gold
We do.
in the party pool. How would we contact?
Miss Ramsley, how much would you pay to kill Muglin?
Nothing. I don't give a shit about that man. He didn't bother me much at all. Except till today.
How much
Why
would you
does-
pay to get revenge then?
Why does he hate you?
I don't know. I think
Probably
I think
because she's a successful business owner and he got caught by the Gilded Gunners.
yeah.
True dat.
I think he's just dumb and is lashing out at me as a dumb excuse. I mean, obviously,
enough.
I'd like y'all to go kill him. Y'all have my gratitude, but I got other things to pay for than ending some sorry sap of a failed mobster.
Fair enough.
It ain't worth my time or my coin.
Oh no, I had a question. You also had a question. You were talking to Ramsley.
Yes.
Chester will lean back towards the fugitive, the prisoner. How would we contact Miss Charcosa without, I don't know, busting into her hideout theoretically?
Well, if our party doesn't return, she's probably going to think it went to the shitter, which it did.
Yeah.
So she'll probably be worried that something's going to come after her. So just sneak in there real careful, I guess.
Great. Is there one interest in this hideout or multiple?
As long as I get there in the next, hour.
Actually.
I mean, we could send this person back. Say, hey, we'll pay for Mugland.
The simple fact is,
unarm him.
We can't sneak in there. Our party isn't built for stealth, so gunfire is going to happen no matter what. Mm-hmm. But if we send her in there to offer to buy Muglin, we could do that.
Yeah, and it would be so inglorious. It would be exactly the kind of death that he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually... Okay, this is a weird question. This is for the DM. Is there a way to roll and see how good of an idea this is? You say no, I get it. Weird question, but I have to at least ask.
I'll just say, this person answering honestly, they're pretty certain that Charcosa is done with Muglin, and Charcosa loves gold. So if you made an offer, she'd probably at least hear you out. The problem is getting to her without, going through a hidden layer of death.
Yeah, I know. And then there's the Jacob thought of, imagine all the loot we're missing out on. But that wouldn't matter for us. I love loot, but we could do this without the risk of death.
It is their secret hideout.
It is their secret hideout. They probably have a vault of their own.
The thing is, we could get rid of Mugland and then come back.
Well, you know what? That's up for the DM to worry about balancing the game. We could send...
You're not the DM.
We could send her back.
And Jacob's greedy heart grew 3 sizes that day.
I'm considering the more merciful action of us spending gold to get the villain of the book.
Wait, is Chester going to be okay with that? Someone else take down Muglin?
Yeah, Jacob's the one struggling with not looting the...
We're buying Muglin.
Yeah.
We still get to kill him. Mm-hmm. So Chester's fine with it.
I would be willing to put 100 gold into this. I think that we shouldn't go over 250 for an offer.
We'll see what they want.
No, I think that we should make an offer and see what they come back with. I think that we should offer 100 at first and see what she comes back.
Okay. Well, she said many hundreds?
The thing is, that's what Mugland owes. If she's done with Mugland and doesn't want to risk, a lot more people getting killed.
Did you say 100 or 150?
I said we shouldn't go above 250.
Oh, I said let's offer 150 at first.
All right.
How about you, Eleanor? This will be in game. How about you, Eleanor?
For offering money?
Yeah, offering to buy Muglin.
Of course. It's not Mugland I want.
That's fair enough.
I think that it's a poetic justice.
You're kind of right, yeah. All right, hey, what's your name, Gilded Gunner?
Gertrude.
Gertrude. Also, a very important part of this conversation, Miss Ramsley, you ain't been nothing but the most hospitable host to us and all of our weird demands, even though you didn't really know us. Could we get this Gilded Gunner to leave without being killed?
Well, of course. Well, that makes 2 that you want out there, but y'all have my gratitude. Y'all do what y'all want with him.
All right.
Sorry about your bartender, though. He was pretty okay.
He was fine. I'll get another one.
He didn't do a really good job at listening to people. He was so suspicious. Bartender's supposed to give life advice.
Well, maybe that's why he was a bit suspicious.
That's right.
Perhaps.
On edge. Need to find me one who won't sell out for a sack of gold.
You want to get one with a high wisdom score so they can give really good advice.
I should just get another Hooters guard.
I mean, there's also benefits to that, I suppose. Yeah.
Just get one of them to do the bartending.
What are you going to do with this div?
Oh, that's up to Psych. That's Psycheer stuff.
Psycheer's going to have some one-on-one time with this div.
What are you going to do with it in the meantime? You only got less than an hour before this charm spell will wear off. Just tie him up and drag him on the ground behind you.
Through the city?
How long can I rent a bath for?
Oh, that's expensive.
You gonna waterboard? Well, she does owe us.
That's true. Do you want to ask her to hold on to the div?
Could I store that
Do you
here?
want him moving or not moving?
Alive.
All right, I'll put him in the room with the scorch mark. That'll do him a number.
Yeah, that's smart.
This is what you escaped, buddy. I didn't catch your actual name.
Oh, I thought you knocked him out again.
Yeah, he knocked out.
Yeah.
I just slapped him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought that was code for knocking him out.
Well, you know what? That makes sense.
Is he knocked out?
1, he is. 2, he isn't. He's knocked out. Or no, he's not.
My name is Nalir Jemeki.
I didn't write his name down.
That is a lot.
That's why he was named Jim.
You're not very original, are you? You just made a bigger buffer me.
It worked.
It worked.
You'd be shocked at how often that works.
Everybody's a narcissist.
And one of the Hooters guards drags him into the storage room.
Anyway, bye.
I know I'm a piece of crap.
Call me.
But yeah, Chester will basically tell the Gilded Gunner, go to, what was it, Sharkosa?
Yeah, what are you going to say?
Go to Sharkosa, offer 150.
Go to Sharkosa.
Do you want to follow him back?
We will follow.
I thought her name was Gertrude.
Or Gertrude, yeah, excuse me.
Well, oh man, we don't get to rest before we go there.
You're healed up.
I know we're healed up. I'm thinking some other stuff. But like, you go to
I have one
Sharkosa
spell.
and we will follow them. You go inside the hideout, find your boss, and tell her that we're offering to help her make some money from Muglin. Muglin's poor. She ain't gonna get no money from him, but she can get some if she gives us Muglin.
And she'll preserve the rest of her gunners.
That's right. There won't be no fight. We ain't got to kill nobody. And even though I know she probably thinks she could win a fight, she would still lose people, at the very least. Of course, we think we'd win because we're great. High five!
Clank.
But,
We've been together for like 3 weeks. How have we not worked this out by now?
It's just, I guess, wasn't a priority. What have we been doing?
Haven't high-fived yet.
But yeah, we're willing to we'll make an offer now, and if she wants to deal, we'll deal.
So, I mean, this guy's like, sure, whatever, dude. And just like...
Because you're a good friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm helpful.
Yeah. You're more than friendly. You're helpful.
I'm probably misinterpreting this a little bit, but this is how it's going to go. So this Gertrude gets patched up enough to walk, looks still pretty rough. You follow her, and the hideout is actually not very far away.
Oh.
Apparently, according to the map in the book, the Steaming Kingdom is in Smokeside.
But it said that it was in Skyside elsewhere.
In the flavor text and other places it says on Skyside, but it doesn't matter because in terms of narrative, the hideout, which Gertrude will have told you is called the Gilded Halls, is only like a handful
Does
of blocks away.
that make your treasure sense tingle?
I mean, it does, of course.
You got your dragon sickness?
I do.
But it's not very far away, like maybe a mile or something.
Now that we have more info on the Gunners, can Chester do a society check to find out if this kind of deal would be like the kind of thing they do? Or are they the kind of people that are, up to a point, are loyal to their customers until they decide to kill them?
Sure, roll underworld lore.
All right, I can do this. I can do that.
Underworld lore.
My society is better, but I can do that. Actually, no, Derek, I believe I have a check that lets me, there's an argument to make my society to meet important criminal or gain a favor in return for future favors.
Underworld lore. This is
Okay,
asking
fair enough.
about their history.
That was a stretch a bit. 17.
Total.
I have no, what's today's episode? Not a 4. I have no hero points. That is total, 17.
Total. Okay. I'm going to say it's not enough. You're not sure.
Fair enough.
But you follow them.
You know what? Maybe this will help us get in good with the Gunners. We've killed some of their people, but I'm sure they've made friends with enemies before.
And they've made enemies out of their friends by taking Mugland hostage.
Yeah.
Apparently, there is a limit to how loyal they'll be.
Because, like, I could imagine some people be loyal up until they realize the person couldn't pay, and then some people who might have more quote-unquote honor among thieves would be loyal up until they decide that they haven't paid and have to get rid of him. I could see it working either way. On the way there, though, Chester will prepare his stuff, just so I say it. He's used all of his infused Dragonheart mutagens, but he has one that he's just had in his inventory. He's going to put that in his neck thing, his collar,
Okay.
Before we leave though.
I wanna refocus.
Oh yeah,
if I
we
can.
yeah. But also Chester's gonna go up to Miss Ramsley with his hat in his hand. They'll be like, Miss Ramsley, I was wondering, we like to do a good deed now and then, but I know in the underworld people hate owing favors. We took prisoners for you. Would you be willing to pay for that? I've just gotta ask.
Let's see. You can come into the Steaming Kingdom anytime you like. Bath's still gonna cost, but you can come in anytime you like, and as long as I'm here and I'm out and about, I'll get you something to eat. And there's all sorts of people you can meet in this place.
I'll take favors gladly.
But no, I'm not giving you money.
Understandable, one part of the deal. Cool beans.
So you come out and you see this like small yard. So you follow them through Smokeside. It takes like 30 something minutes. You're about 40 minutes into this spell at this point. And they're just kind of limping along, and they make it to this shack on like a small plot of grass in the middle of the city. And it's just a humble little smithy. It doesn't look like it's active because it's like it's after 7 now, I think, in the evening. And they come up to it. Let's see if I have some flavor.
Don't forget, y'all all have dark vision because of the elixirs.
I have that written down and underlined.
I would also like to point out, just in case time does become a factor here, that even when this charm wears off, this is still a good deal the gunner may be willing to report.
Oh yeah, I understand. But like they open the door here, and they just kind of saunter on in.
Chester is going to drink an Eagle Eye elixir now.
Okay.
The moment they go inside, get that nice initiative bonus.
Make a perception check.
Oh, all right.
Just Chester?
Are you going into Eleanor?
Oh, yes.
Are we all going in?
Why not?
Have to.
I figured we wait outside so they wouldn't think we're attacking, but I understand we can follow them in.
We do not send Chester in alone.
I didn't say Chester was going in. I thought we'd wait outside for
me too.
Sharkosa to come to us because we're trying to make a deal.
Oh, then why aren't we waiting outside? I was following Chester.
Chester said he was looking at stuff inside, I thought.
No. I went the moment the gunner goes inside.
Okay.
I drink the elixir, but Chester doesn't go inside.
Okay.
This is just in case they bust out of the shack and try to attack us.
Well, then you faintly hear a door open and close, and you hear someone mutter, "Oh, fuck!" as the charm starts to wear off. And you wait, and you wait.
Yep.
And you wait, and you wait, and then I'm going to roll a die.
Can I knock on the door?
We should give them time. They're probably scared.
Then you hear the door pop open, clip clop, footsteps. Gertrude back out. There's like a bruise on her face.
Oh no!
Hey, nice. So, Miss Sharkosa would like to speak to you in person.
Can she come out here?
I can take you down there. There is no harm to you. She wants to make a deal.
Chester's going to roll a sense motive.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Go
is
ahead.
perception, correct?
It is.
May I attempt as well?
Yes, it's perception.
I have good perception, so I want to.
That is an 18 on the die, plus 17, for a total of 35.
I don't even think I need to roll. I should. I got 20, but like that's nothing.
That's a 29.
You're pretty certain that this is legit.
Chester will nod to his two friends. All right, Gertrude, lead the way. We still friends?
No.
I didn't think so.
And that's where we're going to pick up in our next episode.
What a Cliffy.
Oh, we could finish this book next episode.
We could.
That's ideal thinking, I understand, but we could do it.
You got to pay so much gold, or how are you going to live with yourself?
We have to pay so much gold or they gonna try and kill us.
Oh, no. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Third Gallon Podcast. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing us. If you want to see more from us, check out our website, thirdgallon.com, or follow us on Twitter. We are at Third Gallon, that's THIRD Gallon. We are also on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook with the same handle, at Third Gallon. We also publish a video version of this podcast on YouTube, which you can find on our channel, The Third Gallon Podcast. If you'd like to support the show, check out our Ko-fi page. You can find us at ko-fi.com/thirdgallon. That's ko-fi/3rd gallon.
Our theme music for this season is Delta Rust, composed by Andy Ellison. Our ambience for this episode was composed by Michael Ghelfi, and you can find more of his work on his YouTube channel, Michael Ghelfi Studios, and you can support his awesome work at patreon.com/Michael Ghelfi. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.